when cutting the squares for the Cornerstone and Lattice, what you want to do is get your fabric, choose the color of fabric that you want. I'm choosing the blue that is also the color of the Alaska State in my quilt blocks. You want to clean up the edge first because there's going to be a lot of fabric that might have a wavy edge. You want to make sure that you're cutting it square. So line it up on your grid and using the lines and the dots to make sure that it's straight. And if you take a look at this, this is what we call the right side of the fabric, and this is the wrong side of the fabric. What you want people to see is the right sides, and this is going to be inside the quilt so no one will be able to see that. So let's cut it up, make sure that the edge is clean. Put enough pressure on it so the ruler doesn't slide. Okay. And then that is just a little bit of waste. The size that we're going to make the cornerstones is 2.5 inches. By the time that you're done sewing and having the quilt together, they'll shrink down to 2 inches. So you're having 1/4 of an inch on each side for seam allowance. So this is measured at 2.5. Be careful to add enough pressure and then cut it like so. You'll need 30 squares. I'll just show you how to cut that one into the squares. You'll turn it over on its side, and then you'll want to cut off just the bare minimum so that you can get a straight edge. And then move it over to 2.5. Using your ruler to look through to guide you. 2.5. And then go. So you will need 30 of these little squares to complete the lattice and cornerstone. Okay, now we're going to be cutting the puzzle piece fabric. This is the fabric that we've sent out to everybody. What we're going to do is first cut at 2.5 inches, so you have the 1/4 inch seam allowance on both sides. And it's going to be then cut into 8.5. So first this one. And we'll be doing more. And then remember to cut off the salvage edges. So we don't want those in our quilt. So do that cut quick. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. So these are the lattice pieces that we'll be sewing onto the blue, and you will need 49 of these pieces.